And this fellow who is a mobility teacher, Mike Dillon, he came to the house, starts explaining to me about mobility and canes. There's a method, a way to walk, like the last spot that is tapped with your cane, your next step goes on that spot, and so forth down the street. Tap, tap, tap. As you pick up the cane, your foot goes there.
Well, one of the first things we did was what we'd call a sighted guide technique, how to walk with other people, how to walk with his wife, his family, different methods to do that. That was number one. Then we learned how to use the long cane, and that got him out where he could walk up and down his road. I think the more contact he had with people, the happier he became. He would go out with people, he'd look forward to going out to his local bar on the weekends and having a few beers with people. The initial contact, he said the initial contact people, he could just tell, he could feel people was withdrawing from him, or not, even people that had known him. But he said once you made the contact and started talking with him, and started printing in his palm, he opened up. He was so easy to talk to. He picks up the gist, very sharp man, picked up the gist of what you were trying to say very quickly. People were just drawn to him naturally.
I started with him in Braille reading, I guess. Maybe, I don't know if that was a proper place to start, but he liked to read, he liked to know about sports. He felt very cut off from doing the kinds of things he did before, and we started right out in Braille, and that was very frustrating. Probably was the most frustrating thing that he started other than walking. And he got very angry, as I said, threw the book across the room and just said, "Why are you putting me through this?" kind of attitude. And as he started to show some success, he was very excited and very proud, and started to take a lot of pride in what he was doing, and things started to have some meaning for him again. So I would say after several months of learning to do things again, feeling good about himself, he started to pull out of this deep depression.
We worked on Braille, and we worked with the other things, this box, all this mysterious goodies. There was a tactile read watch. I had never known such a thing existed. It was a pocket watch without the glass. You could feel the hands and feel the dots instead of numbers. Could also use it visually if you wanted to. Simple, but I didn't know of it. Wonderful, wonderful thing. We also worked our way into the kitchen. I learned how to make an omelet, make chili. I love homemade soups, pouring hot water for tea. Very interesting. You pour 1 cup in a cup at the same time, 5 cups on the table. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes. We began peeling potatoes by feel. This is a trick too. That's why today I get lots of potato peels in my mashed potatoes. No, these things were all being learned, relearned. Things that I had known how to do, but now I had to learn how to do them in the dark, so to speak.
Now that Mike was learning new skills, he needed more advanced training. He needed to meet others who were also deaf and blind. In the fall of 1979, he was accepted at the Helen Keller National Center for Deaf-Blind Youths and Adults, and joined a community of people from all parts of the country, learning the skills needed for living as independently as possible. Helen Keller once said, "I have lost only 2 of God's gifts. I still have many powers, and the greatest of all is the mind." At the center, Mike flourished. He soon learned typing. He improved his Braille skills and discovered new techniques for cooking, dressing, and shopping. He acquired other hobbies. He was taught to communicate using the manual alphabet, a series of finger and knuckle positions, each representing a single letter, so that words are spelled into the palm of another person's hand.
After being here a time, it did seem as though anything, everything could be possible. Being exposed to these people